Streaming on YouTube. Streaming on YouTube. Wait, I gotta fix my stuff. I know. Yeah, the emojis aren't as good. And they're not coming up on screen. It just says purple face crying, green face crying. It doesn't even say what, doesn't even show what it is. And then you can only use the chat from the browser. How did you get the other emojis? Yeah, I can only do it. Oh, okay. I don't know. I like my custom emotes. Probably gonna get banned for playing this music too. But it's the only thing I can listen to. I can't listen to anything else. Everything else is... I mean, I guess I could get like a Spotify... They have those Spotify playlists that are like, you don't get DMCA'd or whatever. I don't like that I can't manage the chat from Streamlabs. I don't like that. I don't like that. I have to have a separate browser open to do that. It was pretty seamless though. You just have to log into YouTube. So all you have to do is log into YouTube and then log into YouTube through Streamlabs or whatever, however they do it. And then you're streaming on YouTube. Like, it's that easy. Let's go chat. Yeah, and then I have to go to that separate thing to talk to you though. I don't even know where it is now. Where'd it go? I don't even know where it is. Let's close some of this stuff down though. Oh yeah, there's supposed to be $25 concert tickets. I wonder how fast those will see. You won't even get a chance to buy those. It's fallacy you can even get a hold of those. Someone will buy them up and then they'll be reselling them all for like thousands of dollars. Anyway, that's my cynical moment of the day. Can move on from that. Let's just start getting this done. Let me get my trades viz up though. Let me get that up. What are we doing? April? April was a terrible month. Yikes. March was good. April was not so good. Maybe May will be better. Although I have to wait for my account to switch over, which is super fantastic. A little worried, but everybody's gone through it already, so we should be alright. Let me change the date on this. So we're at 5/5 to 5. Holy moly, we're coming up to 5/10. Okay. I'll just keep this open. We can put the trades in there that we see. Oh, I need to do my presentation too. Do that. We'll do the trades first and then I'll do my review, and then actually yeah, I have to do that too. I have to go into QuickBooks, and although there's nothing much there, but when you do it like toward the end of the year, not so great. So doing it each month is probably better. Stocks and bonds are here. Let's go. Oh, I like the money. I like that. I like that. I like those emotes. Those are good. That's good. What's this up here? Oh, view your stream. Okay, so they have buttons up top. Okay, edit your stream title. Okay, just learning the interface, chat. Oh, I need to turn my lights on. Thinking about getting a new light, chat. I want one for the wall. The lamp that's on the wall. Oh, that'd be so nice. Then it would take, that lamp would go, I don't know where it would go to. Put it somewhere. and then wouldn't have anything to eliminate what's on the desk. I wonder if I could put like a little floating shelf over there. Oh, that would be nice. Or like even a whole series of shelves. Like little shelves, like take down that towel and our radio transmission thing we have, and put up some floating shelves. And then I want to get that Golden Knights towel framed. Put up some little shelves. Oh man, that'd be nice. Anyway, we gotta focus on this task. This task. Okay. Okay, there we go, chat. What the hell account is this? It used to be Wilsifer. Anyway, just go to here. We gotta do our trades thing here. What happened this month? Oh, it's like, it's just a couple bad trades, man. Yeah, it was like 2 bad trades fucked up the whole month. Let's just go well, we don't need to do the whole month right now. We just need to do the last 7 days. Alright, here we go. My eye itches. It's always itchy. Alright. Alright, 17 trades, that's good. That's good. We need to be doing that 15 trades a week. Let's go. Yeah, Friday wasn't the best day to trade. I mean, unless you caught this move and then the rest of it was just selling off. I guess you could have gone short. I was a little leery to go short. There really wasn't any more momentum though. I mean, could have just gone short. But not really the best eyeball. Dang it, should've itched it. It was just, I mean... Yeah, the move was already made. And I entered kind of on a high, you know? I mean, it bounced off of this, so like, I thought maybe it would try to go up again, but it didn't. I need to be putting my risk in there. This is a bearish engulfing pattern. This is what I need to do too, is go through these and like figure out the chart patterns. Anyway, right now I'm just going through my trades. Okay, next trade. This was a ideas trade that just died. Trade save. Oh man, my eyeball. Itchy eyeball. I guess I could have put Cinco de Mayo in the title. Didn't do that. So what now? Okay.
You can change it out, but then
Okay. This one was a disappointment. What day was that? The 30th? Oh yeah, we had FOMC this week too. How'd that go for people? I did okay that day actually. This was the first. There was no reason to get out of this trade. No. It held this low. It didn't go below the red. I need like a certain number of closes below VWAP. I need the ATR for this though. Like I wish there was like, I just want an ATR bubble. That's all I want. I honestly, like, it should just be with chart data. I need to put my risk with my trading stats. That's going in the journal right now, or the goals or whatever. So what I want to do is, for each trade, record the risk. I don't know what the hell was going on this day. So the 30th? Was it just because it was before FOMC? Yeah, it was just like a sell-off before FOMC. It wasn't making, the Qs weren't making any new highs. Alright, it doesn't show the trades all the time, it's annoying. Yeah, I have to think about going to, how to organize all these. That's gotta be homework for me, is to go back through and organize all this. I have this huge notebook just full of all these pictures and information, like you get overwhelmed with information so quickly. Alright, here we go. What's this day? This was Friday. I remember this trade. This is choppy. There was like no follow through. But the goal was bullish continuation, so we'll write it down. Drink some coffee, chat. Go to Mayo, chat. What's everybody doing? How you getting ready for the trading day tomorrow on Cinco de Mayo? What am I doing here? Why am I entering here? What am I doing? Chasing again. Let's not chase price. How about that too? Let's add that to the goals. Do not chase price. Oh yeah, I forgot I had laundry. I forgot about my laundry. What was this? I was hoping for some kind of bearish continuation here. Oh yeah. Yeah, this kind of died. This swing trade did not work. So this is the idea behind this was a swing. And it was supposed to be bullish continuation. Continuation of a positive trend, uptrend. Okay, let's keep going. And I got it in a decent amount. I just can't handle the chop. I can't handle the chop. But I need to be able to handle the chop. How do I handle chop? What do I do? Because I'm usually entering when it gets choppy. So what do you do, just like give it an hour? Like, what do you do? Like, as long as it doesn't go below a certain thing, or like, I gotta figure that out. Okay, bullish continuation, that was the goal. I don't know. You can kind of see the Elsa braid. Elsa gonna build a snowman? Why did I close it there? Didn't have enough shares. It was a weird little trade. I don't even know what this is. Question mark trade. I don't know what this was. Maybe I didn't take enough shares. TradesViz? TradesViz is a journal. It's a journal you upload your trades to, and it runs a bunch of statistics for you and shows you the graphs and gives you some insights into your trading activity, much as you can pull out of it. These trades are just kind of lame. Like, there's no follow through. Like, nothing here. Then you can label your trades however you feel. They have a lot of preset labels that you can use. There's some of the features I haven't even gotten into yet. Oh, I gotta go to the next page. So I download my... You can do it automatically, but I download my statement every week and then I upload it to TradesViz. And I switched to TradesViz because it'll include futures contracts. The other thing I was using wouldn't do that. You'd have to enter everything manually, which not about that. Like, not about manual uploads. Why am I entering here? I need to enter down here. Enter here. Stop entering right here. Stop chasing price. What am I doing? Stop chasing price, Fiva. Fiva's running around. Fiva, you can't see him, Chad. You can't see what I'm talking about. You can't see Fiva. You cannot see Fiva. Maybe he'll come in here. He doesn't usually come in here, though. I don't think Runtman's in here either. I don't think he's down by my feet. Oh, wait, no, there's a kitty there. I think there's a... Is there a kitty down here? Oh, there's a kitty. We got a kitty. We got a Runtman. Runtman's in here, everybody. Runtman's in the room. You can't see him. He's under the table. Like, enter down here. Like, you know, was this even in a trend? Like, I don't know, 1 minute, like... This is choppy. And this is FOMC. What a terrible looking chart. Just gapping all around. That's a huge gap down. God damn. And it was just choppy. Well, I was right to go short. It's just kind of at the end of the move, though. Get stuck in this chop. I need to take a picture of this. I'm getting stuck here. The call was right too. It wasn't like it was wrong. It was a put. It should have been a put. That's what it should have been. Yeah, what was this at the end of the day? Like, what did I leave on the table for this one? Like, look how much money I left on the fucking table. In a day, it would have been $1,000 fucking dollars. Like, stop just getting... Like, notice the chop and don't get fucking stopped out. Like, need a better way to notice the chop and just be okay with it. Like, this is chop. Alright, here we go. Put it back on this page. I've put multiple things here. Like, I mean, or maybe you wait for the break. Like, if I'm getting stuck in chop, maybe notice it, but then you don't really know. Like, at any moment, this could, like, break out and go some direction. Like, I obviously had a bearish bias, probably because it came in, gap down, didn't make a new high. Like, just give it a minute. Give it a minute before you give up on it. And the rule is like 15%. Maybe it's like, maybe go to 17 and like 27. You know, maybe I have to let it go just a tiny bit. Man, I'm itchy. Everything's itchy. Let me go a tiny bit more. That's sad, all that money left on the table. Alright, keep going. $10 fucking dollars. Oh, arm. Heck. Alright. Not a bad play. I mean, I entered in the middle of the bar, got up here, that's good. I mean, it totally died, but that first part of the trade was okay. The TI trade. We're looking for bullish. Continuation. I need a water. I didn't drink my water this morning. I didn't do my regular water drinking. Okay, entered the break, going up. Yeah, whatever. Just didn't have enough momentum. Not making enough fun. See, I'm getting stuck here. Every trade looks like this. I get stuck in this. But that's what happens at 7 o'clock. Just have to give it like 30 minutes. Like, walk away. Get in the trade. Set your alerts. And walk away. Like, let the chop resolve. Well, I guess this wouldn't have resolved itself because it ended up going up. So maybe then that wasn't such a good idea. Thank you. Kind of following this. I did enter here, so if I wanted to put, that was a decent entry. Yeah, I think I got chopped around on this one. Alright, bearish. Continuation. And it looks like it was kind of a simpler entry, so we'll add it there. And all that means is it just, there's exhaustion, you enter like for a put, If you have bearish momentum, you don't enter down here on your put, you wait up here for your put. So I'm waiting for it to pull back to certain levels, hit the put. If it's going up, I wait for a pullback to buy a call. God, this was fun. Ooh, this was FOMC day. Yeah. FOMC. Like, people say don't trade FOMC, which I probably shouldn't trade FOMC. But because it's so volatile. This was fun. You have to watch your wrist though. Like, you have to keep things really tight on FOMC days. Otherwise, you just get eaten up. Good trade though. Entered down here, wrote it up, didn't get too nervous, just watched it. Yeah. This is a short. Wrote it kind of down to there. It's okay. I could have held on to it through earnings, I guess, but no need. Wish we had. Is that it? I guess so. So what I noticed is I am chasing price a little bit more. I'm chasing it now. I don't need to do that. So calm down on chasing things higher or lower. You know, wait for the pullbacks. Wait for them to go follow your plan. We don't need to chase price. So we'll work on not chasing price in May. We'll work on possibly taking a few more trades, part of the simpler trading group. There's some good swing trades that are coming out of that. So I need to look at those alerts and try to get into those trades, because sometimes those are killer trades. I mean, just like 3-4x trades, like crazy trades. Like the Bitcoin trade back in March, like that thing was crazy. That was just over a weekend though, and that probably could have gone either way. I mean, also I have to think though, you know, my worst trade is also one of those trades. So, gap IWM, like I knew it was aggressive. Like there was an IWM trade. I was like, yeah, this is a little aggressive to be so bullish, and kind of killed me. It was a few weeks ago. It was that trade, and then there was, oh, and then that future trade. So I tried to go short on the futures. Oh, IWM. IWM is the ETF for the Russell. I don't know why they call it IWM. Let's look that up right now. iShares Russell 2000 ETF. I don't know why they call it IWM. Anybody out there in chat know why they call it that? Let's see here. Overview. Let's see. Business involvement. Holdings. Oh wow, their holdings are holdings always change. Holdings are pretty cool though. We have Super Micro, although that took a oh wow, they have Super Micro and Micro Strategies, the top holdings. So now this is now a ETF for semiconductors. Woo! And then we have Carvana, Comfort Systems USA. I don't know what that is. Onto Innovation, Weatherford International PLC, some energy company. Elf Beauty. How's this doing? I saw this thing like just take off. And then Viking Therapeutics, which I've had on my list because they have some kind of weight loss drug now, so that's all the rage. Oh wow, I didn't know the two top holdings are now Super Micro and MicroStrategy. Oh, that's crazy. They have $900 million and just whatever. At this point, that much money is just like, what, dude? What are you talking about? I just want to figure out though, why is it called IWM? What's the W and the M, chat? Why is IWM called IWM? There we go, it's on Reddit. So iShares starts with an I. I know there's no deep reason, I just kind of want to know. Not random. Let's see here, scroll down. IWF. What does it say? It's the core or blended fund. Scroll and click on. So it's like it's their little naming system for these. Like it tells them whether it's like a core or blended fund. And then iShares is for, or the I part of it's for iShares. It's not super deep. There's EW and WM, which I guess means something about value and blended, like how iShares is labeling their investments. And then they have so many ETFs. That's alright, I gotta get out of here. Sidetracked. Sidetracked on why IWM is called IWM. It's a good question though. But it is the smaller cap companies, things that are in the Russell 2000. Let's look at the Russell 2000. Let me look at it. 2000, here we go. Russell 2000 index is a small cap US stock market index that makes up the smallest 2,000 companies in the Russell index. Started by Frank Russell Company in 1984. All right. Let's see here. Russell 2000, it's Russell 2 thanks to the super micro stock and MicroStrategy, yeah. No, this changes all the time. You have to look at what's in IWM. These are like borderline penny stocks. No, I'm joking. Kind of, though. They're more volatile. Volatile. Alright, this is this week. Made out with some kind of money somehow. That's good. We'll see if we can keep it up. We gotta watch on chasing that price, though. We gotta watch that. I think that's important to watch this week. Like, if you feel like you're chasing price, you probably are, and you probably should stop. Like, there you go. But let's keep it winning. Let's keep winning. Let's keep winning. We could do this. I'm doing better on Tuesdays and Wednesdays now, so I'm going to have to take my size on Tuesdays and some Wednesdays. Keep it lower on Mondays and Fridays. Those have not been working out so much. I don't like this. We're gonna make this green. Here. These are getting bigger and bigger. I don't like that. Fridays suck. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are okay, so I need to go whole ham on those days. Alright, let's I think my biggest thing is just don't chase price next week. Just don't do it. Last month, yeah, that's what I want. Alright, let's go ahead. So, I think that's the biggest thing, and I need to find some swing trades, but my account is being sent over to Schwab this week, so I'm not totally keen on taking big positions this week. They said they will transfer everything over, like if you had an open position, your open orders aren't honored, but your stuff will just transfer over, but I'm just doing with cash, and then on the 13th I'm going to have to like log into everything, make sure everything works. We have to set stuff up probably, like just kind of planning for that on Monday the 13th. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm planning to do. Kind of logging in, learning the new system, that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit of a bummer, but we can try to day trade a little bit, and then once the account is moved over, then I can put on some swing trades. That's what I'll do. So let's get my data for the month. Last month, April. I think I started in on options. March. Where's April? Here it is. So I started with options. So I got the 2 overview pages, and then I need to grab these graphs. So we need to go to filters, and we need to go to asset type, clear all, stock options, clear all stock options. Oh. Yikesy sauce. Yeah, it was that. Is this IWM trade? And these index trades kill you, man. Oofy doofy. Yikes. Yeah, it's like this trade and one other trade killed me for the whole month. Maybe that's just like a mental thing. And I don't think I traded enough. I don't think I had 60 trades. You know, like, yeah, maybe you trade more, you lose more, but I think you got to make the numbers. You got to make the numbers before you make a judgment on... these need to be bigger green. I need to let my winners run. Damn. Alright, we need to go to, I think, overview. grab these two things. Oh, and then the day of the week too. That's always important. Not a good month. See, chat, trading is risky. You gotta be willing to lose. Although you shouldn't have to. If you're good, you could probably not do what I'm doing. The win rate's lower too. My win rate was at about 60. Okay, and then I need price range. I want the day of the week. Like the price range I'm still working out. Overall statistics. I have that already. Was not trading well this month. Everything was lower. This makes me like not want to do options. Like it's kind of win-loss. Pick a win rate chart. See how this changes for stocks. Copy it right. All right, here we go. Yeah, a couple trades can like make or break you. I think that's like, I just need to, and well, I need to take the trades. I think that's the first thing, and then the second thing is, I don't know, like, was it a lack of follow through? Was it just picking bad stocks? Like, what was the? This is a big one. I just never got over it. Maybe it's. Just didn't get any real winners in April. Let's go to the tags for my options, and then we'll do the symbols. I don't understand why they showed these two. Like, that doesn't make any sense. They're the same chart. They're just in a different direction. Can I do one? I could do one where it's like it groups them together. Yeah, just a lot of losing in April. Yeah, look at the April chart. Like, pull up the whole, just like pull up the S&P here and see. I have it here. I have the Qs or something here. So let's just open this up. Take away all the extras. Yeah, it was bearish. Like, yeah, it was. Like, it was going down. You could see it. And buyers should have been short. What I was doing. It got chopped up. Got chopped up in here. Got chopped up down here. Once it drops below here, like, that's bearish. Like, just go short. Everything should be a short opportunity. Now it's kind of like in the middle. Like, it needs to keep above this high of 436. Which I don't even know if it can do that. We'll see how many buyers there are on Monday. I doubt that anybody's coming in like gung-ho to buy. Like, I don't think that that's true. I don't like how it cuts things off. Bothers me. Like, I can't see the whole thing. Yeah, it cuts it off. Kinda dumb. This was a good play, I remember that. Just need to let him go longer. Be more patient. Don't chase price. None. Well, best day. Day of the 1, 2, 3, 4. But Tuesday? Friday's bad. Eh. Oh, cool little AI insights here. Huh. My best trade was bringing Delta back to even. That was a crazy trade. Alright, enough with the AI. We gotta go to stocks now. So we have all the stuff for options. Now I'm loading all the pictures into stock. So I need to go back to the filters. And I need to go to stock, take off options, hit OK. This is for the months. Wiped it all away with options. Oh man. That's sad. See, this is why it makes me want to just trade stock. Like I can kind of do better with stock. That was probably taking off the Boeing trade, yeah. That's what that was. Might have to put that back on for Monday, depending on how their space shuttle launch goes. See how that goes. Tune in, everybody. What I need this. So maybe keep doing what I'm doing. Trade, stock. Find a story to trade, like Boeing. So total P&L, last day profit. Still losing though, you can see that. Made more wins than losses though. Yeah, I only had like 54 trades. I need 60 trades a month. Three trades a day. I need to be doing that. Also like this too. I mean, the commissions are so far less on stocks. Oh, I like this one. Most profitable, highest P&L. Yeah, I kind of lost out on that Uber trade. I like this metric. Uh-oh. I need to aggregate my BA trade too. And show kind of how that all just played out. Uh-oh. Sneezing attack. Not good. There's this. Okay. Okay, putting that in there. And then new slide, and we'll put this in here. Yeah, my win rate's lower. Well, it's like at 50 or 60%. Let's bring that back up. So work on bringing up my win rate and don't chase price this month. And then try to put on a few more swing trades based on some of that simpler stuff. Or find my own, like Boeing. What's the next thing I need? Alright, now I'm looking at days of the weeks and the tickers, okay. So I'll go here. Only one trade though. One trade kind of skews the data. Yeah, it's still not a great April. It's only good because of the volume trade. Going here, so I want day of the week. And then oh, the tickers. Chart tags and the tickers. I like this. This is good. Showing you as bearish. I mean, maybe Boeing kind of skews that, but it's kind of funny. So now we'll do the tickers. Yeah, trying to be bullish in April was not the way to go. Could have been a winner. Didn't hold on to it. Traded Palantir? That's kind of crazy. Yeah, and I'm not doing too well on TQQQ or SQQQ. My strategy with those is to trade them when you have a trend in the Qs, and when it's over, it's VWAP. That's kind of my strategy. If it's below the VWAP, you don't worry about it. Maybe you short it depending on what's going on, and then if it's above, you buy, depending on what the Qs are doing. Alright, so I have my day of the week there. Anything else I want to... A couple trades, I kill you. Need to bring it back up. In the last 7 days. Go. Win rate's kind of going down. We need this to stay right about here. We need to stay. Our win rate needs to be about 53%. We need to make more on our winners than our losers. We win more on our winners than we lose on our losers. And I can't chase price. I can't do it. Just don't chase it. Don't chase it around. Let me move my gold page up here. April goals. There we go. Don't chase price. I want to record the risk for each trade too. That I wasn't doing as well as I should be. Yeah, I wanted to do some homework and label those trades. So let's just kind of go over this, then you can see the summary of April. Did I do everything together? I think I just done it separately, so I need to do everything together now. Let's go back to last month and we'll pull in the stats here. New slide. And this. And the other homework too is to go through those AI generated descriptions in TradesViz and read those because it actually kind of talks about chart patterns and things like that, so that's kind of cool. I don't want to look bad. I really don't. Let's see. New slide. I think this one's good. I like this one. This one's so busy. This one's okay. Uh-oh. Front man? Okay. Commissions aren't too bad. I gotta trade more stock. Gotta trade the stock. Gotta trade it. Don't know what that is. Don't know, chat. Yeah, I know Mondays were bad. No, Mondays were fucking bad. So Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll try to focus on Tuesday, Wednesdays. Short was better than long. Could have told you that. Need more swing trades because my trading in the morning isn't great. Like, that's just... Tuesday and Wednesday. Careful on Mondays. I just feel like these data, like, I still can't really rely on this. This seems to be right here, so I need to be taking between 100 and 500 shares. Anything less, like this might be contracts. That's the problem with this, is that it's showing you contracts. Let's just focus on stocks. Yeah, it needs to be between 100 and 500. Yeah. So if I trade, that's the size that you take. So I'll put that on there. Need to build positions up to 500 shares. And that's about where TD kind of stops. Like, they don't really, like, I've tried to do like 1,000. You have to build into 1,000. You can't just say 1,000. I've never had great luck with that. Oh, and just stocks, it's way better. I think we have to, man. I'm trading those better. I'm trading them better than I'm trading options. I mean, this is telling you anything here. Like, this is stocks, days of the week. Like, go whole ham on Tuesday, Wednesday. You know, even Friday in April was better. And I was up. All my losses came from options. Futures and options. But that one, I chased price. I chased price down to the lows. You know, I thought, oh, I should have waited. Now I don't know if it's going to go down. I don't really know. Like, I guess certainly rate hikes are off the table for the Fed. We can go to the CME Fed watch. See what the probabilities are. What's this noise? We go to the Fed watch. Wait, just take me to the thing. Like, why are you... Hell. So for June, they're gonna keep it the same. This is based on, I guess there's some contract that's traded based on the rates. You can trade anything. And the CME group aggregates the data from those contracts and creates this chart that gives you the probability of what traders are thinking the rates are going to be. And right now it's here, not down here. No lowering of rates, hold steady. In July, you get a bit of a bip here. And then so September is when now traders are thinking that they'll cut. That's late. Like if they don't cut by December or September, like are they gonna cut this year? I think they're still freaked out by inflation. I think they are still freaked out by it. And the minute they cut rates, I mean, the market will rip, but then there's also some tool somewhere that says every time they cut rates, the market goes down. So there's some chart somewhere, Fed rate cuts and, it's a chart, so I have to find it. It shows like when the Fed cuts, the stock market goes down. So it goes up and up and up and up and up, and then kaboom. But like September, November, you know, we're having an election. So that's like uncertainty. That is, who knows what's gonna happen? Like all that, like, you know, is any other candidate gonna come out and about? But we're looking at September for a rate cut. So hold in June and July, and then in September, all shit will happen. The dam will break loose, and then they'll have to cut rates. So that means, so the last jobs number was bad. We didn't add as many jobs. I don't know if that's like a seasonal thing. Like just in that time period that there aren't a lot of jobs added. I don't know the history of the jobs numbers. But like I'm thinking, okay, now we're kind of going into the summer season. Are people already hired for the summer season, or like are they going to add jobs? Is that number going to be revised? Like what's the real jobs number? And sometimes those numbers are just so wildly off. It's like, how do you trust them? I think the estimate was like 200,000 some odd jobs, and it came in at 175. Like wildly off. Like not even like a little bit right. Like they're so off. How do you even trust it? Like how do you even... You have to wait for the revision, I think. Like, you have to be there when the revision actually comes out. That's what you want to know about, because that might be the real number. I think the revision comes out when they release the second set of numbers. So when you get NFP next month, that will be a better number than what we got this month. So, anyway, that's overall picture. So if we're not cutting until September, maybe the market goes up still. I don't know. Apple will keep buying its stock, so that'll help. We have Nvidia earnings probably at the end of the month, near the end of the month. That'll be a big... Is the steam out on AI? Are we done? I don't think people are done, companies are done buying the chips. But I think one thing, you know, Meta is spending more on these like every time they do something, they're spending a ton of money. And they're spending a ton of money on AI. Their costs are really high. Their AR division still isn't making any money. So the only thing I get from that is that AI is expensive. And it's like, well, how do they make up those costs? Like, you keep buying these $10,000 Nvidia chips to run your AI. What's the end goal? Anybody in the chat know what the end goal is other than the hype? Can anybody out there tell me what the end goal of AI? How are you going to make it profitable? How does Meta make AI profitable? We know how Nvidia makes it profitable. They sell you a chip so you can do your calculations and run your data. How does Meta make it profitable? We know that there's a little glimmer of hope that maybe there's like AI devices. It could be built into things, but it's like, would that be the reason that someone buys an iPhone? Like, I need AI. Like, for me, I need AI to look at like a set of documents and like make something out of them. It needs to organize things. It needs to compare things for me. It needs to tell me like, hey, on this thing, you need to go back and correct it. Like, it needs to tell me that in real time. I will say that I've used AI within other areas. I haven't used it in trading, actually. That might be interesting, but I've used it in other areas, and I have found one useful thing for it, making alt text for images, which is extremely helpful, especially like complex graphs and images, but that's not something I pay for. And I would assume at this point no one that uses that particular tool is paying for it. And like, how is that profitable? Like, do you just get like kind of like all the other things? It's always like the first, like Google used to be free. And so maybe at some point this tool won't be free, or maybe it'll be built into Adobe and then they just charge you more. I don't know. Maybe the traditional ideas of like how things are profitable and you make money are different now because of AI. I don't know. I guess in a way I do pay for AI here because there are these AI tools which are kind of cool. But still, like, the main thing I focus on is just my P&L. Like, I'm not super digging deep. It's not giving me any insights right here. I don't know. Not that I'm a naysayer of AI, I don't know how it's profitable. Other than for Nvidia or like companies that make chips. That's I don't know. Someone's got to show me. And then to see that like Meta is just spending a ton of money again on AI, chasing something. They're chasing something. Even Google, I would say, like, for Google, you know, well, first of all, they have their AI, but they don't really make a chip. I guess they're working on some kind of in-house chip situation. I don't know. But with Google, I mean, they said, like, oh, you can make slideshows and it can help you do this and that. And I don't know that any of that's been launched yet. Like, someone has it. Oh, and that's the other thing too. So like these AI tools, like in another life, I have access to certain AI. Well, some people have access to certain AI tools, but other people don't. And like some of the things that require, like when you're learning about AI, are terribly expensive. So if you're trying to get, not terribly expensive, but they're expensive. Like if you're learning about AI, you're in a program and you're learning about AI, you have to get access to GPUs. And so that means you have to use like Google Colab or Kaggle or some other thing to get access to these tools. A lot of them cost money, and yeah, they cost money, and they're not necessarily, I guess that's one thing that could be profitable, is you got to pay money to access those. But they're also kind of glitchy, and not everybody has access. So I'm still kind of on the train of like, I guess what I'm thinking, like when I think of profitability, I kind of think of the gold standard, like something like the iPhone. Like, how do you turn, or is that the point? Does AI need to be like the iPhone? Does it need to have that kind of profitability? I don't know. Like, how do you make it profitable? How does Meta plan to make AI profitable? How does Apple plan to make it profitable? How does any company doing anything with AI plan to make it profitable? Alright, that's my rant for the day. Still stuck on that. Still very much stuck. I should get stuck on, though, swing trades. So let's go. So we'll do a quick, let's do, here we go. And we want to focus on the 1 hour. Really, like, focus on the 1 hour. Like, that's 1 to 3 days. Anything longer, I get really impatient. Actually, I guess I can go through my slideshow. We'll go through that later. Or just go through it now? Let's go through it now. Bring it up here. Kind of forgot about it as I was ranting about AI. See, like, there's a promise that, like, oh, AI can, like, help me with this presentation, like, and what I needed to do is, like, I need things like summaries of, like, this live stream, things that I talked about. If I'm in another meeting, like, summary of that meeting. People don't like it, though, because you're being recorded, and it's like, well, then what's the point of the tool, then? Anyway, that's just my rant. I'm... AI rant. So yeah, my goals for May are to write down the risk I'm putting on each trade. What am I doing? How many cents? How many shares? I need to put that in my journal. Don't chase the price, because it looked like from some of my charts that that's what I'm doing. I do enter around 7 o'clock a lot, and that means there's going to be chop. And so if there's chop, I need to kind of sit through it. I need to sit through it and work through it. Like, if we don't make a new low and we're not dropping below our 34 estimate, our EMAs, we're not dropping below, too far below VWAP, stay in the trade. Like, or if you're short, you know, you want them to stay down below there. You know, if it bounces up, is it bouncing up through all the moving averages? Is the 9 going above the VWAP? Like, look at these things. Is the trend still there? Maybe that's the thing too. Focus on the trend. So what is the trend? I think I need to start every trading day looking at the daily for the indices, seeing where we are. Or even like something that I'm thinking about trading, which I generally do, I'll go to the daily chart and see where that is. And look at that trend. Or even like what we're going to do next, look at that hourly trend. What's it been doing in the last hour, 4-hour time frame? Find that trend, stick to that trend. And maybe try to trade more stocks, because obviously I had better days with stocks. This is overall not a great month. Win rate's low. Need to bring that up. I guess those are profitable. It's kind of iffy, I guess, but then it showed more losses, so yeah, see, my most profitable, but also my most losses, so that's weird. Weird statistics. This was the best trade. I need to do an anatomy of trade with this. Maybe that's like a separate video. On Boeing. This was aggregate P&L, and just killed. Maybe I need to find these trades. What the hell happened on Mondays? I'll find those in a minute. So for options, this killed me. How many trades did I do? 22 trades? So 52 trades. I needed 8 more trades, which isn't bad, but I need to keep that in mind. Like, you gotta keep your trades up. You need like 3 a day. That also needs to be on the goals, like 3 a day. You gotta be doing 3 a day. You know, this is option. Yeah, these are the options. Okay. Bearish was good in April. I think it was shown that. But for stocks, did much better with stocks. I think this is still too high. That needs to come down. The losses need to come down. Take the losses quicker, maybe. And I think the Boeing trade kind of skewed this one. But I did do better with stocks than options. Win rate's higher. Big losses on Monday. I don't like that. I maybe just take smaller size. Maybe do 1% on Monday. You could do 2.5% on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then go back to 1% on Friday. So we're not losing so much. We need to keep these losers under control. Oh, and this is what I was supposed to go back through and do some technicals on those. It's just something that really should go in the playbook. So this month, don't chase price. Try to trade more stock. I think it still works to trade the exhaustion. So like in a short, you're waiting for it to bounce up. In a long trade, you're waiting for a little pullback. To the VWAP, to moving average, to something to start the position. And also try to get to 500 shares. And also keep track of the number of trades that I'm making. So I need to make 60 trades. To keep up with my trading. I also want to maybe one experiment for the month is a longer time frame. Maybe trying a longer time frame, hour, 4 hour. And then on the day trading side, I'm trading the 5-minute and the 15-minute. So those are the two that I'm trading on the day trades. So let me add that to my goals. So I will experiment with a longer time frame. Experiment with a longer time frame and trend lines. So this would be the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Okay. So 1% on Mondays and Fridays. And 2 to 2.5% risk on Tuesday through Thursday. And at least 2% risk on swing trades. And that's only to get the size that you need to get the improvement in the count P&L. All right, let's do a quick run through maybe some swing trades here. So I'll pull up Koifin. This is a cool website, gives you some cool charts. Let me pull it up after it's out of white mode here. Light mode is terrible. It doesn't like save your password, that's kind of annoying. Goodness. There we go. User error. This is the website right here. So this just gives you index performance. I think I had to set this up. I don't remember though. Let's see here. So 5 days. XLU, XLN, IWM. Real estate. What? I guess if rates are supposed to go down, there you go, real estate. XLU, XLP, XLY for the last month. That's interesting. Quarter to date. XLU, XLP, XLC, XLE. That's all defensive. And then the past 3 months, it's XLU, XLE, XLB, XLI. These are all defensive stocks. Energy's up on the year. Like, real estate's way down here. Consumer discretionary's down here. I think that's probably because of Tesla. Energy, communications, utilities, and financials. That's not defensive. I don't know what is. Like, XLK is still up though. It's up 5%. Oh yeah, you can see it. This is where it started. This is where it is now. Huh. It's kind of flatlining then. It's not as crazy as these ones. This had to come out of the ooze though. Communications have been high because of Google and Meta. Energy is in a drawdown. You can see that. Maybe let's look at XLC. I think that's interesting. So let's go see what's in XLC. Make sure we have it correct. XLC holdings. Meta. Meta's the #1 thing in there. I roll. Queued, please. The only real discrepancy with Meta is that they don't make anything. I mean, yeah, I guess they got their VR headset, but like, they don't, whatever. Okay, so what did this thing do? This thing pulled itself out of a low. Still really hasn't broken this downtrend. I mean, if you want to think about trend lines, like here to here, if it breaks above it, I'd be bullish. Exhibiting the same pattern though, so maybe this is bullish. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. Meta is still down here. Google is stronger than Meta, so it's Meta, Alphabet. Can't believe they have 2 tickers to trade. And then T-Mobile, and then EA. Weird, these tickers are so strange. And then go AT&T. D. Man, that was a short. That was a short that I missed. I'm so pissed. I was watching that thing after the proxy vote and I didn't act on it. Comcast. And then what's the other holdings? Interactive media and services, entertainment, media. Okay. Let's see. So Google is stronger than Meta, for sure. I mean, in some ways, I mean, that chart looks like a short. Am I crazy? Like, so does Comcast. We'll set an alert here. See if it breaks above. This is a short all day long. Unless it gets above its 200. This stuff is in a drawdown. When did I look at it? What time frame was this? So this was year to date. Last 3 months. We're gonna have to go back to utilities and energy. Quarter to date. 1 month. Yeah, XLC's down on the month. But up on the year. So it isn't a drawdown. And then financials are next. So we'll look at XLC, we'll look at financials. And then maybe in the near term, we got that energy moving up. We'll look at energy. Energy's even up here. All right. XLC, XLF, XLE. The only thing I like is Google. That's it. Like the chart, uptrend, hasn't drawn down. It does have a gap to fill here, which will fill at some point, some sort of earnings gap, but this momentum might continue. So let's take a look at, I can write them down too. I gotta make new scans too. Gosh. I could just have Trinity scan this for me. I need to do that. There you go. Yeah, there's my use of machines and AI. I'm not really using their AI features though. Setting them up myself. Google EA for a short. That's interesting. Look into that. Verizon's just going sideways. Comcast. Disney has earnings this week. I think that's going to be a dumpster fire. I think that thing's going back to 100. That's just my opinion. This is not for trade ideas or recommendations or advice. It is strictly for entertainment, informational purposes only. Trading is risky. Do it at your own risk. Do your own research. Disney. Maybe now it'll follow the trend of its sector. Like this thing is bucking the trend of the sector. Everything else is lower. It'll be interesting to see what Meta does. That's going to drive a lot of this movement. Let me go ahead and save this. Okay. And then we're gonna go to here and we'll take a look at these things on the 1 hour. So what's on here, if you see all these lines? So there's support and resistance, kind of localized support and resistance. These are volatility bars, so this is based on the day and like the potential volatility of these particular bars or the price. So if it falls into this white area, generally that's a buy. That you've come in here, you've exceeded some of this volatility, and you could probably expect a bounce. Same thing up here. You come up here, the price comes into this volatility zone. It's probably at the limits of what it can do, most likely, and it should fall back down. So this would be a short if you were up here. And they work pretty well. I'd say most of the time they work pretty well, and they give you a range of places where you can work. These other lines are way outside the general probability. This is like the 68% probability you fall out of these. You're falling out of that general percentage, and it's probably going to reverse back. You can kind of see here. So it touched this yellow area, came down. This touched the white area, kind of came up. That's what we're looking for here. So we said Google. So Google's squished in between here. They had crazy earnings over here. This one's a little hard to read. But it did come into here. So I think I'm still along this, like if it's gonna do anything, this is probably actually a good area to think about coming in, like if it even comes down to here, because that retraced some of this giant bar. So we're a few days out of earnings, we've retraced through here. If there's any positivity in the market, we might see it in Google. So probably can't buy the stock here, but we could probably buy calls. My bias is calls. So any opportunity to buy calls on Google, that's kind of the direction I would go. So we could put that in the notebook. So on the 1 hour time frame, we're looking at Google because XLC is... You can look at the indices too, I didn't really do that. Yeah, update my trading journal too. Let's look at the QQQ. Yeah, this is super positive with that. And then let's see what happens with Apple, because like I don't know what's gonna happen there. Yeah, it was positive, they got the buyback, but I don't know. Buy. And they all look the same. Broke out of a trend line on the weekly, so I think it's positive. Meta will weigh on that sector though. Let's look at EA. This first short. Where are we on the price here? If it's way down here and it's hit the 200. Let's look at the daily. That's the weekly chart. Let's look at the daily chart. The daily's kind of screaming a short to me. Like, and your risk would be up to here. I mean, unless it's done with this down, it did kind of break. We start up here, we kind of come down here. It did sort of break this trend line. It is above the 200 here, so maybe it's pulling itself out of the primordial ooze. I think this is something to watch. I don't know what to do with it yet. I mean, I want to do a short, but it could have broken out of a trend line. I think I had, yeah, so I don't know what to do with this one. Google I'm more positive about. See how it holds up. Oh, this has earnings. Oh, that's why it looks like this. Okay, so it has earnings this week. That's why it looks like this. Okay, well, maybe not that one then with earnings. EA's out because of earnings. We'll keep an eye on it though. See what it does after earnings. Oh, what a dumpster fire. To me, this is a short all day long. Like, it's below its 200 here, below this, below all these moving averages, below this. The sector's in a downtrend. This thing's bearish beyond all get up. And the next earnings aren't till out here. This might be a short candidate. And it's more on the daily time frame. So this will be 1 to 3 weeks. Should short Comcast. So I'm gonna maybe set that up. Let me go to let's see, what's its beta? Beta. What's its beta? Put call ratio is 2 to 1. Saying a moderate buy though. People are saying to buy it. Why are people saying to buy this? That's a strong sell. Analyst earnings. Oh, analyst earnings estimates. Okay. So that's different than what's up here. Okay. Anyway, for me it's a short. Disney has earnings. I'm not gonna fuck with it. But that's also kind of a short. I'll keep it on the list though. Keep an eye on it. I want to look at earnings this week for Disney. So if we're short something, divided by what's the current price of Comcast? 38. About 100 shares, 100 200 shares. What would be my targets? That would be the first low here. So that's $1. That would be my first target. If I was in the position, my risk is kind of high. There's like, I guess there's $1 risk here. At least. Read alert. I'd like to enter somewhere in between here. If it doesn't go down again, or even above 38, build the position above 38.99. Above. And this would be probably a slow, this wouldn't be super quick, like, we're probably forming a new low, but it's going to take time. If we're taking it off the daily, then it's 1 to 3 weeks. You have to hold on to this one. Alright, let's look at XL, what? XLU? XLU, XLE? XLF, that's what I said. Okay, let's go back here. XLU. That broke. That's so crazy. Everything in here super bullish. It's broke out of a downtrend too. So next era energy kind of needs to pull back though. Take a look at next era energy. Oops. Yeah, this thing kind of broke out. I mean, the 76? So that's about 70 minus 62 is like 8. We don't want $8 of risk. And then I would have to decide if I wanted to how long I'm going to hold on to this. Okay, let's go to XLF. Wells Fargo's like killing it. MasterCard, yikes. Hitting the 200 though. Oh man, super wind here. Super wind. Yeah, you can't be long until it breaks that trend. JP Morgan's stuck in a range. Visa's lower. I don't like any of these. I guess the other one is kind of Citigroup, but I think it's doing the same thing. Is it gonna go back down? Oh, American Express. That might be a great... look at this chart. This is a decent chart. It's not in a great sector, but its sector performance is not good. Only thing that interests me here... What? What's going on? Maybe, yeah. If you look at Morgan Stanley, it can't make new highs. And look at this thing. It's crazy. This really doesn't have HP Mars. Or DP Mars. I don't know how much more it has to go. Like, this is an all-time high. So like $10? That's not terrible. I mean, then I can only risk like down to here. Maybe this one. Maybe. It's a maybe. And that's on the daily time frame. I don't know if I'd want to be in there that long. I don't know how much higher it has to go. But following the rules, it's an opportunity. Possible opportunity. So the next one is XLE. Get that. Okay, so let's draw the trend line here. Not from there, from like here. This is still in a drawdown. It says not change direction yet. This thing's still in a drawdown. I wonder if you still just short this stuff. Schlumberger, like, oh man, it's back down to its lows. Yeah, I wouldn't get bullish again until it's above here. It likes the 200. It likes this 200. So I think it's a sell until it gets to here, till it's to 88. XLE's at 88. Where's crude right now? I think I would just focus on XLE. Let me look at crude though. And then the other thing I do is I use interactive ruptures to find other things in these sectors, not just the high flyers in the ETF. Crude's at a low. Maybe a short on crude. Could just be a drawdown because on the year it's up. So this 77. It's gonna bounce at 77. It is below the 200. It respects this. It's too steep of a trend line. I don't like this one. Anyway, we'll think about that. So we went through trades for the week, went through the trades for last month, made some goals for the new month, made a tiny little watch list, kind of okay with Google, think about maybe positive on American Express. The rest are kind of shorts that I had ideas for, even crude here, based on these more recent charts, even though they're up on the... Everything's kind of still in a drawdown, so I'll have to see if that starts to change. I'll probably come back a little bit later and work on some ideas. My brain's kind of fried right now, so I'm gonna probably going to sign off. But remember, this is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended to be financial advice or a recommendation. Trading is risky. Make sure you do your own research, and if you like what you see, make sure to, I don't know, do you hit subscribe? Is that what you do? Turn on that bell notification, hit the like button, all those fun things. And I hope you have a safe and profitable trading week. There are some earnings this week. I think Disney, Uber are some of the notable ones. And yeah, have a good Cinco de Mayo. Make sure to follow us, subscribe, like, so you always know when we go live.